Hello and welcome to Briarwood Holdings, where bulk is your number one priority. Today is going to be a good one. I agree with this 100%. Magic the Gathering's 5-color commanders are feeling too samey these days. Can't agree more. With all of the colors, none of the charm. During the Marvel Spider-Man previews, we saw the reveal of Cosmic Spider-Man, which is a 5-color, 5-mana card with 5 keywords extending those abilities to other spiders you control. It's a cool commander for those who want to play with every Marvel's Spider-Man card they can find. That said, we've gotten a 5-color legendary option in most recent sets at this point. Edges of Eternities introduced us to Infinite Guideline Station, and Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy has Tara Magical Adept. Let's take a look at Cosmic Spider-Man. What is he? He's a legendary creature, spider, human hero with flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, and haste. At the beginning of your combat turn, other spiders you control gain flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, and haste until the end of your turn. It's 5. And this one costs 5.434 for normal, 8.51 for foil. And I was thinking about the history of 5-color commanders, and frankly, it feels like there's a bit of an inspiration problem. In fact, if you think about it for the real length of time, most of the 50 or so options either care specifically about a creature type, or it's about being 5 colors. That said, can we be playing with more interesting 5-color options? So many kindred options. Reaper King, Laurel and Eclipse. Let's take a look at that. Reaper King, this is from the Secret Lair drops. It's $15. Lightly played too. This is 6, 6, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, dropped 6. Other Scarecrow creatures you control get +1/+1 whenever another Scarecrow enters the battlefield under your control. Destroy target permanent. Rarity, Myth. There's 190 of them on there. Nobody's buying them. It's $12. So sad. So sad. The UR Dragon Borderless Commander Masters. Eminence. As long as the UR Dragon is in the command zone or on the battlefield, other dragon spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Flying. Whenever one or more dragons you control attack, draw that many cards. Then you may put a permanent card from your hand into the battlefield. Only one of these a day being sold. $43.70. They're all the same. Morphian the Boneless. Judge promos. Oh look, I got a deal for $20. Same price. Do not show. Morphin and Boundless enters the battlefield. Choose a creature type. Spells you cast of the chosen type cast Wolberg. Less to cast. This effect reduces only the amount of colored mana you pay. Other creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1. Shapeshifter. Look at that drop. None. Nobody's buying this. $20. Nobody's buying this. Oh, we already did that one. The Kindred issue isn't a new one either. Atog, Corona, False God, and Sliver Overlord are all options within this space, and that's 3 of the 4 or 5 color commander options we originally received. Ironically, we also have Kremek in amongst the 4, which is arguably the most interesting 5-color legendary creature we've had. We'll come back to Kromet later, though. Since then, Kromet and Antog were released in 2001. The Sliver Overlord and Corona dropped in 2003. Magic is old, y'all. We've had a handful more slivers options than one supporting elementals, Eldrazi, dragons, legendaries, warriors, scarecrows, allies, and even Mire types, among many more. That's an awful lot of kindred commanders. Well, we appreciate the necessity of them because we keep getting cool creature types and cards for them in every color these days. It's not really very exciting from the design or deck building standpoint, is it? The emphasis on card types and colors. Tom Bombadilli. Universes Beyond the Lord of the Rings. Tales of Middle Earth. Look at these. This is a nice picture, though. As long as there are 4 or more lore counters among sagas you control, Tom Bombadilli has hexproof and indestructible. Whenever the final chapter's ability of a saga you control resolves, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a saga card. Put that card into the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of the library in random order. This ability triggers only once each turn. $3.39. 3 of them are being sold daily. This is another 5. 4 or 5. To say Weatherlight Captain. Secret Lair Drop Series. Finally, left-handed magic cards. Sasay, Weatherlight Captain, gets +1/+1 for each color among the other legendary permanents you control. Wolberg, search your library for a legendary permanent card with converted mana cost less than Sasay's power. Put that card into the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Nobody's buying this either. Average daily sold. Zip. $10 card. Strixhaven. You can tell by the way it looks. Goshentai of Life's Origin. Rainbow Foil. Secret Lair. Wolberg. T. Return target enchantment card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Whenever Go Shengtai of Life's Origin or another non-token shrine you control enters, create a 1/1 colorless shrine enchantment creature token. One of these a day. It's down. It's up 111% on the year. Nice. Back. The other two main categories for 5-color commanders are card type matters and color matters. What we mean by color type matters is this includes like Go Shentai Life Origins for enchantments and Tom Bombadil for sagas. Then for colors, we have Sasei Weatherlight Captain. Who do we love? To be fair, an infinite guide station for multiple color permanents and so forth. These are the decks that either only want to play specific card type or want you to have a bunch of colors in your deck, which you're probably going to do anyway. A lot of Nevmetst options fall into the color matters aspect. Element just for the color pairs due to the association of Ravnica. Again, we understand the necessity of both of these from a keep the commander players happy standpoint, but they don't really induce the feeling of brew or creativity, do they? It's not that these cards shouldn't exist, and we're not against 5-color commanders or the iterations we've had so far. But it would be nice to see more cards the same space as more weird options within the 5-color family. Which are the weird cards, you say? We're glad you asked. The odd ones out. Chromat is a perfect example of being weird, yet interesting 5-color card. And oddly enough, Kenrith and the Returned King fits into this slot too. Both of these cards let you pay a different colored mana to receive different effects. Each of these costs give you something that fits the color identity you're playing with. And it's a pretty novel way of building a 5-color commander deck. These aren't commanders that innately you want you to construct them in a specific way. Instead, they're just there to be 5 colors. And that's actually much more fun from a deck building standpoint. Kodai Soul of Kamigawa also fits this criteria, but it's relatively dull card when going all in. His ability does make a Kodai stronger. That's a sweet card. Koidai Soul of Kamigawa. Borderless. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. 3/4. Flash Flying. When Kodai Soul of Kamigawa enters the battlefield, another target permanent gains indestructible for as long as you control Kodai. Wooburg Kodai gets +5/+5 until the end of the turn. Oh my god, that's a lot. $1.72. None being sold. I like that border. The old style frames. Oh, that is old style. WB. Destroy a target creature blocking or blocked by Crummet. Crummet gains flying until the end of the turn. BG. Regenerate Crummet. RW. Crummet gets +1/+1 until the end of the turn. GW. Put Crummet on the top of its owner's library. 104 out there. It's up on the year. I like this border though. Kenrith the Returned King. March of the Machines. Multiverse Legends. 1 red. All creatures gain trample and haste until the end of the turn. 1 green. Put a +1/+1 counter on creature targets. 2 white. Target player gains 5 life. 3U. Target player draws a card. 4 black. Put target creature card from the graveyard into the battlefield under its owner's control. $3.30. This is being sold daily. 2-day. Up 5%. Progentius. If Progentius would be put on the graveyard from anywhere, reveal Progentius and shuffle it into its owner's library instead. 298, 289. With those out of the way, we got 4 cards left. That sounds ridiculous, right? Progentius is a big, old body that's often paired with neutral order in eternal formats. It's big, dumb. It's also Hydra. If you want to scratch the Kindred itch, you could put it in a Hydra Matters desk, but you could also have it be there and become a threatening presence and commander. Both Child of Alara and Okanganachi Vengeful Kami are fascinating options too. Avatar destroys everything it dies when it dies, which can be a lot of fun if you're playing with Monsters 5 color control strategy. The Kami, on the other hand, lets you exile non-land permanents when it connects with its opponents. It's also both a dragon and a spirit, meaning it can be a good Kendrick option here. Going old school. I like this card. I like this border. Oh, it's from Beta. Get the revised. $30 for Beta. Regrowth 100. Did I say 120? First one I just said on yellow. 120. Our final option is probably the most interesting one from the design perspective. Garth One Eye is a 5 mana card. You can tap to choose a card name from one of the 6 different cards and then cast it. For many of us, this is one of the only ways we'll ever get to play Black Lotus and Commander. But it otherwise a little bit underwhelming in terms of the card choice. However, what it represents is an interesting way to play along while marrying Magic's vast and love says. Do you want to figure out how to reduce the cost of casting spells? Or treat it as a custodian for Magic's history and represent that within the strategy? What's the solution? We are not game designers, but we do spend almost a profane amount of time writing and thinking about Magic. We need more 5 colors that fit into the weird and wonderful section, and fewer options that are more specific card types. We understand that they are good to have in the game because it's meant to be fun and reduce the decision analysis paralysis of what cards to add. However, it would be lovely to have some more mechanically introduced interesting options in upcoming releases. both Cosmic Spider-Man and Avatar Aang are going to be great because they'll let the players build a deck from the universes without stressing about the commander. But it'd be nice to have a 5 color options that do something really fascinating and unique. We don't know what the answer is. But do we think Wizards of the Coast can manage it? Same stuff every year, every set. Well, that's it. Don't forget to subscribe and check out the links. Have a good one. Peace.